From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 35 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he returns this to the 22. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
180.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up now going to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 7-7, our score after 1. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
36 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Yeah, he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Yellow. 180.
Pacheco. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing with 2 to go on second down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Had no man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Got it in, it's Brown. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's another Eagles first down. It's a gain of 20.
Smith in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. That's caught at the 25. And finally marked down at the 23.
Oh, my God.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll try and do this himself. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
Hurts completing this one quickly. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Hurts to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
In motion left comes Brown. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll set up a throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Barkley. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Barkley again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now this time he'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown,
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 72 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Butker now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Chiefs 14.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Well, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 14. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's first and 10. Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's another Kansas City.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
First and 10 at the 13.
Mahomes to throw it. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. What's that?
Mahomes will throw. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.